Creativity is an addiction. You can't shake it free. You might try to, make it go somewhere else for a little bit, kick it out the door. Go play. Go find a street that you can ride your bike down. Go. Get away from me, imagination. No, you can't, because the creative mind is going to say, you want to come with me? And you're going to go, I don't have anything else to do. Let's do it. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because you know what? We all make mistakes. Turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I almost feel like I should be meditating before we make a connection. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to push things too far, because you may not be in that mindset of, what am I meditating with this guy for? People don't meditate together. Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah, maybe people think like that. But how are you? You been okay? Where's your heart today? Where's it at? What are we coming up on the first week of the invasion of Ukraine? Where's your heart at? And I know it's playing with your head. And are you getting yourself mentally ready for what could be? Please don't do that in the way of writing the story before it happens, because you're going to get all worked up. There's going to be fear, doubt. Oh my God, it's just a changed world. But where's your heart? Are you exercising it? Going for nice long walks? That's good for you, trying to get in to see one of these professionals, just to talk things out. That's a difficult thing. And here's where, I know that it's so easy to do a Zoom call and stuff like that. But you have to understand that when you do a Zoom call to a professional, is that your environment is still the same at home. The kids are running around. The birds are really super noisy. The dog wants some attention. The house smells like last night's fish dinner. And see, I'm just not thinking the way that I should be thinking, in the way of going, well, let's just do a Zoom call, because you need to get away. You need to go have one-on-one with somebody that, that you're going to build a relationship with, and you're going to help each other grow. So be thinking about that. I'm not saying don't do the Zoom call. I'm just saying that if you want to do it properly, make the phone call to the professional and get on their waiting list and figure out how we're going to straighten things out inside your head before we take on the rest of the world. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. And today we're reading from March 2nd, 2022. I guess I'm getting old. I'm going to flat out say it. I guess I'm getting old. My eating habits have changed so much over the past 28 months. And do I blame it on the lockdown? I think so, because things changed so much that we really, I did not put on the COVID-15. I didn't do that. I went the opposite direction. I just felt like that, man, I don't need to be eating a lot and not doing a lot. So I needed to really just kind of put focus on that. But now I'm just convinced I'm getting old, because my eating habits have changed so much. The portions are so tiny compared to the feast that I used to have every single day. I mean, it's like, you see this steak? Oh my God, look at that steak. Just give me about maybe a sliver of it. I'll be fine. Yet my writing is different. I can't seem to drop the writing instrument at night. And that's a subject. I mean, it really is a subject, because the intake of food is very little, but what I'm pouring out is a lot. And I call that writing at night my defrag journal. I am pouring out a lot. It means exactly that. You are defragging. It becomes a part of your daily routine to go back and read the pages as days become night. And as the writer, he brutally puts his honesty on that page at night, which he's supposed to, because that's the way that I really set things up in November of 2017. But the next day when I go back to read it, there are many times I'm going, holy crap, dude. My God, it's letting go of the weight. Without writing, I would be a total mental mess. And I bring that up because I know that you could be having a difficult time finding a professional, and you don't want to do the Zoom call. So writing and listening to your inner core is a brilliant step in the right direction. I'm not saying don't go visit the professionals. I'm saying do it. But picking up a daily diet or a daily discipline of writing is a place where you can grow. And you begin to understand that inner person, the one on the inside that nobody really knows, it's your kept secret, has a voice. And it's always going to have a voice, no matter how old you're going to get. I'm going to be 60 years old this June, the 28th day, 60. But my mind, I'm still 16. I'm still rocking the world. Because that's the way, that's what writing does for me. It allows me not to carry the weight of what it's like to get old. Now, my body aches, okay, but I'm working on that as a martial artist. And number two, I'm working on learning what pain management is. And through the writing, I'm able to talk about the things. And it does the next day when I walk in there. This is before I even open up my morning pages that I'm going to write. Thanks to Julia Cameron's The Artist Way. It's like, oh my God. Wow. I'm glad you're letting this stuff go, dude. I'm glad you're doing it. But see, the thing is that the creative mind is always on. You can't turn it off. Even if you try to drown it out, even if you try to silence it by watching TV, your creative mind is always moving. You've got to be present with all that hits your imagination. There are many times I am deep into a show, into watching American Idol, even watching just anything. And man, I'll grab that writing instrument and because you can't turn off the imagination. I often wonder if those who instantly declare themselves inside a writer's block, are you in essence in a rut? And what you need is a little bit of defragging, where you really just go in there and you say, so you had a tough time putting some words on a page. Probably one of the easiest things in the world to grab any kind of a writing instrument, just go, blah, 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 even scribble. Just put something on a page. But you can't do it. And you're going, well, I'm just not in the mood. I'm just blocked. You're telling me, out of all of the experiences that we've had over the past 28 months, that there is absolutely nothing inside that noggin that wants to come out? That right there is every reason why you should be defragging and why you should be letting yourself go. You don't have to go, Dear Diary. You don't have to write pretty pictures. Your creative mind will do that on its own. It doesn't need the outside shell to be able to go, look at what I wrote today. Please don't do that. Don't be just sitting there just going, oh, here's what I wrote. You don't need to do that. You don't need other people's permission to be a daily writer. You don't need their acceptance in order to put things down on a piece of paper. But if you're in that rut, I'm thinking it's time to defrag. It's time to get yourself in a position where you can ask yourself a simple question. And I do ask questions. I mean, the way I started today, I guess I'm getting old. That's how I just, because I felt old when I woke up this morning because my body hurt. I guess I'm getting old. So then instead of asking the question, why do I feel that way? I just pretty much put it out there. My eating habits have changed so much. You see how it's opening up the imagination? I had no idea that when I would start the writing right there, talking about that I must be getting old, that at the end, that I absolutely ended this page with being honest with your inner self. Yeah, and you sit there when you finish your page, you go, it's almost like meditation. And I just happened to invite you to the page. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.